and we're live. I don't know if anyone's there, but maybe you'll be here later. It's Tuesday. Tuesday. I'm looking. It's August 18th. I have to look and check the dates because every day seems to run into the next day. I'm sure some of you are experiencing some of that as well. And we're doing our own bang trim. What do you think? So, here in Santa Barbara, it is hot. We're having a heat wave, and I know it's hot for some of you in different states that we communicate, certainly in Arizona, Florida, and so forth, and most of California. So it's worrisome because it's very, very hot, very, very dry, and it could lead to a fire season. But it also can remind us individually, and certainly myself, of our tolerance and how we respond physically, emotionally, mentally to different weather patterns. And for myself, I lived out in Arizona for 7 years, and then I just couldn't take the summers. They're just so hot. But I'm seeing a lot of people now in Northern California even are in the over hundreds, and that's really hot, hot, hot. So those of us who have a constitution that runs warm or hot, if you have looked at any Ayurveda, we've talked about that. That's called a pitta. Pitta is the fire, and then so anything that fuels that becomes very uncomfortable. It can be food, it can be temperament, it can be environment, and it's a whole range. So right now we are in summer. It's pitta season. So if you are pitta, it tends to fuel us. So we're trying to do things to counter it. So we have to drink lots of water and try and stay cool. Okay, so we are all three doshas. There's pitta, vata, and kapha. But we're born with a certain combination. Okay, so like the color of your eyes, the color of your hair, even to color it, there was the natural color, and our whole physical, we're sort of born with that natural tendency. And then it can shift from a little, the emphasis, we all have all three of the doshas, depending on where we live, our job, our family, our personal, our diet, okay, and our lifestyle. So it's very, very interesting stuff. So how are you staying cool? Maybe send me, I'll tell you how I'm staying cool. We don't have air conditioning. So I have a fan. This is my fan, and it helps. It's just when you're sleeping, it's hard to fan yourself. Okay, that's one way. I'm doing a lot of that. And then I'm using rose water. Oh, this is so to cool. So you just very, very refreshing. It doesn't even need to be in the fridge. It just is cooling, but you could put in the fridge. And aloe vera is great because I go walking every day, even in the heat. So I get very sweaty and hot. So I'm taking cool showers and then using aloe vera after to keep me a little cooler. Okay, so do what you can. Stay out of the heat of the day. And do all those great things, sunscreen and so forth. So how does that affect our yoga practice? When it's so hot, you don't even want to move. I start sweating when I move. So we just slow down. We slow down and we are gentle with ourselves. We're not going to do hot yoga. No, never. No hot yoga, please. And the other thing is your breathing. There are ways to cool using the little HVAC right here, the nose. And one is to inhale and do a really long exhale on the left nostril, the left. So you inhale and then just gently close off the right. That's the warming. And long exhale, longer than the inhale on the left, the cooling nostril. That helps. And then there's another practice where we inhale, and it's like taking in a breath, but we curl the tongue. Now, I can't curl my tongue. That's genetic. But I can, and then through the left. So it's like sipping through a straw, and then inhale left. Okay, that's another pranayama you can do. But we're going to start really gentle, like we always do, but we're going to stay pretty gentle today. So I'm going to lie down with my legs over the bolster because that's what it just kind of calls to me. But if you want to put the bolster under your spine and shoulders, that's great too. And we are going to use a strap and a block. We're going to be very gentle, restorative today. What do you think? Because it's hot. Okay, I'm going to take my fan with me. Okay, let's go on to the mat. Let me just turn this a little bit. See me? And don't forget, turn your volume up. Mine's up all the way. Yeah, okay. Here we go. We're going to take a few minutes to just be. Okay. So slide your legs over the support if you're doing it this way. If you prefer to have the bolster underneath your torso, then you still bend your knees and you do a little bit of a cat tilt. And remember to lift up onto the bolster so you don't compress. Okay, we don't want to compress the low back. But if you're going to do what I'm doing, I'm just going to stretch my legs out, wiggle my toes, make sure I'm full, and I'm going to ease back, bend my knees, and exhale. Remember, as you lie back, and then have a little support under your neck. Oh. Remember, it's just a little. Oh, the other thing I have is a long towel in case I start sweating. Okay, yeah, you have to be prepared. All right, so just take, a few moments just to kind of settle in, get everything in place, and feel that alignment from the crown all the way down the midline. Okay, and then just I'm gonna let my arms relax, no higher than your shoulders. Okay, because that can stress your heart. And gently let the palms soften and turn upward. And just let your eyes close. Feel your breath slow as you come into a nice place of stillness. And we're just going to be here a few minutes, okay? If you fall asleep, it's okay. You can catch up later. All right, so let's just a couple of minutes. Remember nostril breathing. Even if you're a little congested, try and keep breathing through the nostrils. And a little more focus on your out breaths, the exhales, because that brings you into the stillness. The inhale kind of opens us up. The exhale grounds us. Okay? Okay, a few more minutes. So use the analogy of sort of melting. Isn't it's pretty appropriate right now, but just sort of soften, let go, surrender, relax. as we relax, the breath goes deeper. It finds its own little pathways if we just get out of our own way and receive. Okay, how are you doing? You can stay like that. I'm just gonna, if you're not with the legs over the bolster, would you transition, please? You'd have to turn off over onto your side, come off the bolster, slide it down under your legs, like I am. Okay, and then we're going to just do some nice gentle stretch. Remember to breathe. So even though it's very warm, it's going to be really hot today, you can still do a little something. Okay, just modify. And then just, like 5 or so breaths on each side, and then change. Just kind of see what's going on after the long weekend. Maybe some of you are getting a little kind of vacation. That would be great. Okay. Probably need to get out of the house. But be safe, please. Okay, good. And then just bring both feet on top. Make sure your hips don't get pulled up. It's a bit of a dog tilt, so hips down, pelvis down, shoulders down. And we're going to just cross the legs on top. So I'm going to bring it a little closer. So you have to adjust for you. If you're particularly tight or you have knee issues, your knees might stay elevated like this. So you can just wait a few breaths, okay? Wait a few breaths. See if they'll relax a little bit. And if not, then take blankets and or blocks or towels under your legs so that you can let the weight of the legs go. Your feet are gently flexed and trying to slide under the opposite knee. It doesn't matter if you did right over left or left over right first, okay? We'll do both sides. So breathe here. Try not to tip to one side or the other, okay? So even doing this on your own, you can stay a couple of minutes on each side. I'm going about a minute or more. I'm going to change. Okay. Just notice the difference, but just breathe into it. These passive poses are actually very cooling as well. So you get the benefit of the openness and the kind of settling, cooling. And then you just intuitively, instinctively, we love rolling around, making circles. And then we're going to do a passive leg cradle. I'm going to push the bolster away a little. So we're going to be pretty passive today. Or slower. Okay. Stay in a little dog tilt. Don't let your hips get pulled up, okay? So move the bolster. If you don't have a bolster and your foot's on the block, maybe, or on a wall or whatever, just make sure you're in a bit of a dog tilt. Keep those shoulders stretching apart. It's a great way to open back up if you've been slumping and slouching a lot. My foot of the bent knee on the crossed over is flexed. Don't hook. That's hooking. Okay. Make sure you extend through the inner and outer ankle bone, the big toe and the baby toe side. This aligns the knee and strengthens the muscles to stabilize the knee. Okay, let's go ahead when you're ready. Let's do the other side. And over. Oh, this side's tighter. I feel it. So I'm going to push the bolster away a little. Okay. So that's why we practice. Because every day is a different day. So if you're coming twice a week or even once a week, but you're invited to replay any of the sessions since March? I've lost track. I think it's since March, April, May, June, July, August, twice a week. So there's quite a few online, and you're welcome to go back and replay some or part of any of them for review on your own. I encourage you to do something at least 3 days a week. Ease into it. Start with 1, then 2 days, then maybe 3. And you might find yourself wanting a little more. Okay, now we're going to do butterfly. So I'm going to bring this a little closer, which brings the feet together. Okay, I'm going to bring it a little closer. My hips are pretty open. So the soles of the feet connect in a prayer. Remember the 3 points, the heel, the pads of the big toe, and the pads of the baby toe, the metatarsals. They touch. The toes can relax. So again, if you get here and you're feeling like, this is too much, just wait a few breaths. Deep exhale. Meet the edge. Okay, we haven't intuitively pull away from discomfort, but we need to maybe be a little uncomfortable, not pain, just a little uncomfortable, just to breathe into it. And you might feel that sort of reduced and the edge gets less edgy. If you're feeling pain, then you need to put support, okay? I know some of you have knee issues, hip issues, so you have to learn to modify your own practice. When you're ready, just come back together, wait. Push the bolster out of the way. My low back shoulders are calling for more of this. They're just loving it. Good. And, why don't we use a strap? Okay? Take your strap, whatever you use for a strap. I hope you have a strap. And we just slip it around the balls of the feet. Those are the metatarsals. Now a dog tilt. Don't do this. Do this. And bring your knees really close. Dog tilt. Elbows down. Okay. Shoulders down. Hold the strap between the thumb and index. As you inhale, you stretch up through the heels. Inhale. Oh, and I hit a little edge here. So I'm going to keep my knees bent. Feet are flexed, toes are relaxed. I'm just going to wait and see if things open up for me. Maybe a little. These straps are nice and long. They're usually at least 6 feet. If you're really tall, maybe get a longer one. Okay. Keep the inner edges of your feet as close as you can. Don't let the hips roll up. Soften the knees a little, just breathe into it. So if you're tight in the back body anywhere, this is where we're going to go there. Okay? So it could be the piriformis, it could be the hamstrings, the calves, the heels, even the feet. Let's do one cycle. Get a little deeper into the right side. As you exhale, 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 lower, exhale. So feel how your navel lowers as your leg lowers, hugging the spine to protect you and strengthen your core. Keep the right leg engaged, the left leg engaged. Wait. Bend the knees if it's pulling. Bend the knee a little. And we're going to take the strap into the left hand. The right arm stretches to your right side. Feel your right shoulder firmly connected onto your mat. And lift and guide the leg across without the shoulder lifting. So that's it for me. Okay. My right leg is still extended. Don't stress your wrists. See how my wrist is still straight? Breathe. So the strap is taut, but not a death grip, and you're letting gravity help you go a little deeper. Breathe. Oh, wow, yeah. If you have a tendency toward tight hips, all of this is marvelous. And just remember, doing it once doesn't cure anything because we have a life, we move, inhale up. So we have to keep doing things so that we stay strong and flexible and vital. Okay. Let's inhale this left leg up. Slide the feet next to one another and wait. Just do the other side. The right foot slides out. We exhale as we lower. The left leg actively lifting upward. Wait. Okay, let's do this side. Both straps to the right hand, left arm extends. Feel the left shoulder firm into the mat. Lift and over. And your leg will find its own edge. Okay, there it is. Oh, yep, a little tighter on this side. So my torso is turning toward my left arm as my left leg crosses over. Hence, it's a twist. And I'm feeling it nice and open all the way. You don't want to feel low back pain, but you might feel it right in the belly of the twist, right in the heart of it, the piriformis, and then maybe the hamstrings, the calf. I'm feeling it right in the hip. Feels good. Breathe. At least a minute, maybe more. Up on an inhale. Just wait. Up on an inhale. And wait. Okay. Readjust the hips, the legs. See how it feels. Okay, and let's just drop aside. We'll come back and standing. Oh, feels good. And we're going to gently just roll onto our side. Gently come up. Ah, how are you feeling? Let me just, it feels so good. So that's maybe 20 minutes. No, that's 20 minutes that you could easily do on your own. Okay? So we're going to come onto all fours. If you need to put a blanket under your knees, do that. And just gently, let's come onto all fours. And slow, delicious movements. Those hip rolls and rib rolls. Oh. So even though it's hot, we still get a little stiff and tight. So I'm going to go really slow. Maybe hold a little here and there. Just breathe and move like you're in slow motion. Maybe you just feel like you're in slow motion anyway. Everyone responds differently to different forms of weather, different climates. Some people are energized by the heat. Some of us aren't. And so I'm going to do a little more on the hips and the feet. And, and each side. And a little more, I just feel like my hips are really a little tight, so I'm going to do some more real barrel rolls. Oh, yeah, big, big movements. And then I'm starting to sweat already. That's how pitched I am. And we don't have air conditioning here, but I don't even like air conditioning anyway. But that's another story. Anyway, if we had ceiling fans, I would be thrilled. But we don't. So I'm going to do some cat dog. What do you think? I think that sounds wonderful. So just if you're still doing hip and rib rolls, please continue as long as you want, and then find your transition into a nice cat and dog. Cat and dog. Ah, yeah. Cat and dog. Oh, I love this. It feels so good. I can feel my spine responding. Okay? So then I think I'll do thread the needle. Okay? So I'm going to turn around so I can face you on the right side. So this is another nice, gentle, effective twist. And just remember, you want your shoulder and the side of your skull to be resting. So if you're tight, you have issues, neck or shoulder, use a blanket, a bolster, even a block works too under your ear. I prefer a blanket, but it's up to you. Okay. So I'm going to do the right side after I cool down. Oh, it's only 10 o'clock. Oh my goodness, where's the swimming pool? Okay, so roll your toes under, your shins are parallel, okay? When you come thread through the right arm, your right ear, side of your head, and shoulders stay in the center of your mat, please. Don't pull to the side. So I'm going to slide through. Oh, yeah, I need this. So this arm can stay bent, and you can, as you exhale, maybe give a little more, a little deeper, but don't push. Or you can stretch or stretch, okay? At least a minute. I'd say a couple of minutes. Oh, yeah. Don't push into the twist. Find an edge, meet the edge, but don't push. Breathe deep. Yes, we need to do clothing adjustments. Deep exhale. Detox. Every exhale we detox. Remember, you breathe, you eliminate, and you sweat. So it's good to sweat. Those are the 3 ways we eliminate toxins. We eliminate, through the, digestive system and all that. And we breathe, you exhale, and we sweat. And that gets rid of toxins. So nice deep exhales. Good. Okay, and on your own, come up. Do something neutral in between. You can do a child's pose. You can do a cat dog or a down dog. It's your choice. And then the left side, toes turned under, shins parallel. Lengthen the spine. Remember to keep the full length of the spine. Notice I'm not crimping my spine. You want the full extension as you turn toward your left or to the right to twist the left side. Breathe. So at least a minute or 2 on the twist, okay? And when you're complete, once again, something neutral, I'm going to do down dog. But you can do child's pose, you can do hip and rib rolls, cat dog. I just feel like a down dog, okay? Okay, oh my. I'm gonna walk the dog. Maybe join me in down dog. Yeah, breathe, breathe. I'm just gonna do a little bit of a plank. Go as slow as you can. Inhale, exhale. So it's like we're in slow motion. But when you go slow, you go deep. So we don't need to do a bunch of fancy poses and go super fast. It's too hot anyway. But we go deep. And when we go deep, we get into the deeper part of our own physical being. And now I'm going to walk my hands to meet my feet into a forward bend. Hang. So take your time, please. Maybe I have a little wider stance today for this. Make sure you get your footing. And then I'm going to go back to a down dog and a plank. And I'm going to just sit back, keep the toes curled under. It's called puppy pose or half dog. And then inhale up, exhale into a nice little down dog. Let's hold, breathe, let the head go. So we're going to do this little sequence. We're going to inhale, exhale, just sit back, wait. And then when you're ready, we inhale, exhale. Let's do one more. Do it on your own, okay? Just hold if you feel like it. So it's a plank. Then we just come back into a half dog. And I'll meet you in down dog. Then we're going to lower the knees, turn the tops of the feet down. Extended child's pose. It's like puppy pose, but you're on the tops of your toes. We'll do another nice little sequence that I really like. So we inhale, we come up. Lower, exhale, bow. Inhale. Exhale. A little cobra. Just a little one. Little baby. And back to down dog. Plank. Lower the knees. Tops of the feet down. One more. Sit back. Up we go. Lift. And bow. Come forward. Lower. Little cobra. And a down dog. So now we're going to come into forward bend. So you can either step or walk your feet toward your hands. I'm going to step and step. However you come into forward bend, wait until you're solidly in your feet. And then we're going to come up with a nice big inhale. I'm going to go slow because I've been upside down quite a bit. And I have low blood pressure. I can get a little dizzy, especially from the heat. You want to really be mindful of how you move. So let me get this out of the way. Okay, in the heat. All right, take care of yourself. Now let me just do this. How you doing? It's hot, huh? I know. But you feel so much better after you do something for yourself. So don't forget, sweating is healthy. Glowing is healthy. How's that? Glowing, not sweating. Okay, now we ladies, we don't sweat, we glow. I'm glowing a lot these days. Okay, so I'm going to take my strap. I'm going to do a little fan. Whew. Yes, take a cool off. Okay. Strap. And holding the strap between your thumb and index. I'm in mountain pose. And notice my shoulders. I don't want to pull forward. I want them to come back. So I'm going to show you a side view. My arms are straight. There's a straight line from my shoulder, elbow, middle finger. And we're going to inhale forward and up. And I'm going to exhale. I'm going to let the strap slide. Don't bend anything. About to my low back. Inhale up and back. Exhale forward. Pick up the slack and go again. Don't bend. These are 6 feet at least. I don't think anyone has a wingspan more than that. So remember, shoulders down and back. Inhale forward and up. Exhale, extend, extend to wherever you can do. Don't overcompensate by moving the hips, okay? Stay in your heels. Inhale up and exhale forward. Now, if you have shoulder issues, and I know some of you do what you can, even if it's just this, or it's this. Just do what you can and keep going on those for several more rounds, and I'll be back. you doing? Again, this as well as the twist we did keep going. The twist we did lying down and all the stretches we're going to do are things you can do all the time, every day. Create your own little sequence. Just kind of see how you feel and just start. Maybe just do 20 minutes, half an hour. Maybe on certain days you work on shoulders, certain days you work on hips, or just improvise. If you've been watching these and being consistent, the sequence will, your body knows it. It's got it. Okay? Great. Isn't that great with the strap? Now we're going to do one other thing. And you're going to need a block probably, or a chair. Okay? A block or a chair. And then we'll do half sun salutes. Okay? So this is just hips and shoulders. So if you don't have a block, you can use a chair or something maybe. I'll show you what it involves, and then you can decide, okay? So I'm going to take a very wide stance. I'm going to take as wide a stance as I can. And then I'm going to turn my heels out, my toes in. So my toes are looking at one another. This is one of the few times we do this. Now, I'm going to then do a forward bend and bring the block down under my nose, like so. And I'm going to put my hand right on the block, my right hand, and my left hand on the small of my back. So if your arms are long enough or whatever, I'm going to go a little lower as I can. You might be able to just do a bird hand down here. It's up to you. I'm going to use a block. I'm actually going to go flat. Or a chair. And there's a seated version of this too, by the way. Okay, so I'm going to go a little wider. I'm going to inhale. As I exhale, I'm going to start to turn toward the left. So I'm pressing into the floor. I'm turning. Now my hips don't move. See how my hips are still level, if you can see them. I'm totally, my crown is toward you. I'm staying in alignment as I'm gently turning to the left. Inhale, wait, ease off. Exhale, go into the twist. Okay, your shoulder is over your wrist. Your ear is aligned over your hand. Breathe. Don't move the hips. And then when you get to your edge, hold it. And when you're done, you come back on inhale, change hands. Okay. Inhale, and we turn the spine. We don't move the hips. Okay, it's like turning the cap on a bottle. One turns, but the other has to stay stable. Okay, breathe. Don't sway. Inhale. Take the block as high as you need to. Or use a chair. Put your hand on a chair or even a wall. Okay, and you come back. Bring your hands to your hips. Up we go. And then back we go. You are all warmed up. And half sun salutes. Perfect timing, don't you think? All right. So you can also modify your breathing pattern. I'm going to go as slow as I can. Okay, I have a lot to do later and I need my energy. So, and the heat really drains me. So I have to really modulate. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to go to maybe a 5 count. So your inhale. And when you're ready, so we've warmed everything up, and it's warm anyway, but we've really gotten into all the different areas. So I'm going like a 5 count breath, almost 6, because I just don't want to go any faster than that. and you still get all the benefits. Actually, even more. It's just you're going deeper. Okay, so pick your pattern, your pace, and go for it. And I'm going to let you go for it for a little bit, okay? How you doing? So that was a couple of minutes, but you can keep going. You can keep going. Maybe on your own, that's enough, okay? And you can do then the things that we did lying down. It's totally up to you. But now, please have a block if you can. And we're going to do a sun salute together on each side. And then I'm going to cut you loose. But I need to modify my mat a little so I'm not so close to furniture. So just be careful that you're not too close to furniture, walls, etc. And have a block. And just, it's always nice to kind of settle, take a moment, get into your body. Exhale, inhale, and swan dive. I'm going real slow. Let's hold this forward bend. How are we doing? Can we touch something? We have to touch something with our fingers, even if it's just the mat, our feet, our shins, or if you have blocks. And then half. Remember, it's a dog tilt. See the curve of my spine, and then fold. I'm going to step back on the right. So as you step back, lift, and with intention, lower, and wait, and lunge. And I'm going to bring a strap under my a block under my right hand. I'm going to just do a nice little open to my left. Wait, and this is very similar to what we did with the legs apart. We're just coming. Always use the exhale. Wait on the in-breath. Turn on the out-breath. Okay, very similar. A lot of ways to go the same places. Always safe, healthy, vital, beneficial. Okay, and when you're about 5 breaths, and then we're going to come down. And a little down dog. And a plank. And gently lower your heart and chin. And stretch your legs back. Lift up. Cobra, strong legs. Cat tilt, please. Look up. And then your down dog. We'll step up on the right. And we're going to do crescent here. Take your time. Always take your time, inner cues. Don't push into the knee. The right knee lift up. Try for your minute, 5 breaths or more. And we'll meet in a forward bend. Let's do chair pose, okay? So tilt those hips up and breathe. Notice how my knees don't push forward. Look back, look down, see your toes, tops of your feet, breathe. And as you come up, and to the heart. Good. Okay, let's do the left side. I'm going to turn. So I'm facing you. Okay. On your own, swan dive. Go deeper. Meet your edges. Step back on the left. Let's do the little twist. Place the block. As we come parallel, wait. Move on exhales. Don't rush. Okay? There's no hurry. Where are you going? Okay, if there's one thing this whole pandemic, I think it's taught a lot of people to slow down. A lot of the things you're rushing around to do, you can't do anymore. So it's, in a way, forced many of us to really go in and re-examine. Okay? And your down dog. Take your time, lift and step back. Be in each pose before you move on to the next. This is how you train the body, your nervous system. And you become stronger. I'll meet you in lunge. Left side, push off. Get those hips up there and step up and forward. Don't pull the leg around to the side to get into lunge. And then we're going to do crescent. Take your time. Some days we're a little more there. Some days we're a little wobbly. It's okay. Steady gaze, steady breath. Melt the shoulders. Your 5 breaths or a minute or whatever pace you've chosen. And push off. Lift those hips. When you come up, reach for the sky. Okay, so wonderful. I want you to do another round of sun salutes on your own. Okay, the right and the left. You can add in anything you want, okay, or just do the straight sun salute with vinyasa. Remember, vinyasa is when the poses are strung together and connected with the breath. You can choose to just keep going in a nice rhythm. You can hold, but be consistent with whatever you do, be consistent. So I'm going to leave you for a few minutes, taking my fan, to do that, okay? And I'll be back in a couple of minutes. So a sun salute on your own on each side. Please finish. When you finish, if you finish before I'm back or whatever, you're welcome to do another full 2 rounds, one each side, or just settle into mountain pose. Settle. Get rid of this. Trying to get rid of something that's very annoying. Okay, how are we doing? So we're going to do a little standing pose sequence, okay, together. And okay, let's do that. Okay, so again, I'm going to be in each pose about 5 breaths. Take a moment. And just take a leg length stance. You don't need to look at your feet. They know where to go. If you have to, do the stance first and then peek. Okay. And we're going to pivot to the right. Turn on your heels. So turn like a 90 degrees. We're going to do triangle. And we're going to go into it slowly. And find our pose. So again, here's another twist, isn't it? But it should be pretty okay now because we've been doing this in one way or another for this first 45 minutes, hour. So breathe into it. 5 breaths or a minute. And then we're going to do reverse. This up we go. And it's a soft rhythm with the breath. You want to go deep, but not ratcheting, not stressing, not pushing. Be in each pose. And in Warrior 2, we've done this a lot. Find your center and then let your arms float apart. Feel the 3 points of pressure on both feet. Even the back foot is aligned as in mountain pose, and that's important. So you're not stressing your ankles or feet. And then after your 5 breaths or a minute, just pace yourself, reverse, warrior. And after your side angle, back to warrior 2, and back to mountain pose. Now, some of you at the end of that side angle might feel like going into half moon. Go for it. Okay, it's a great place to go into half moon. That's what I often do. But today I didn't want to do that in the course of the class, but you can do that. You can modify. Then take a moment and begin leg length stance. And that's not your widest for triangle. Maybe 3 feet, 3.5 feet. Pivot on the heels, please. That lines up the heels. So I turn about a quarter turn. I kind of turn the torso back a little and let the arms extend out. Finding the pose, let the pose do the pose. And here we are, another little twist. This keeps us so, our mobility, our range of motion, vital. And it's not just the muscles and bones and ligaments and tendons, it's all the organs. They gain full benefit of your deep breathing, the fresh oxygen, happy cells, then the reverse. Warrior 2. So I encourage you to do this side so that your own rhythm, find your rhythm. Your knee is over behind the heel, don't push. Stay in your center. Spread the arms apart, but not stress the shoulders. Let them float apart. Reverse. It's about being consistent. Being consistent. So I'm going to come up. If you did half moon on that side, the right, you can do it there on the left. It's up to you. And then come back to mountain pose. My sticky mat's a little sticky. Ah, feels wonderful. Okay, no weight. Get centered, grounded. Your breath became a little labored. Settle. Deep exhales, get grounded. When you're ready, here are your instructions. So I want you to do 3 things. Yeah. Your favorite pose. We did this last Tuesday and I forgot that. I want you to do your favorite standing pose. Any of the above that we did, or if there's another one. Your least favorite. So your favorite and your least favorite on both sides. And then a balanced pose on your own. Okay, so you can do tree or half moon or just the little marches, whatever you want to do. So you're going to do your favorite pose, both sides, at least 5 deep breaths on each side. Your least favorite pose, the one that you like, maybe it's chair, maybe it's warrior 2, side angle, I don't know. Maybe it's one we didn't do today, but it kind of stands out for you. And then a balanced pose on your own, both sides. So I'm going to give you several minutes for that, okay? About 5 minutes. All right. You're on your own. And it's really good for you to be on your own. Okay, I'm going to leave you alone. You're almost done. A few more minutes. Okay, how you doing? That was like 5 minutes, not quite. Mm-hmm. So why our favorite pose and our least favorite? Well, they're both our teachers, aren't they? Our favorite is like the one, I love doing this, I want to do this, and when we hear, oh, let's do this, and you go, yeah. Or if the teacher asks for a request, you go, then you always have one in mind. But then the least favorite is the one you go, oh, we're going to do that today. And I have my least favorites too. But they all teach us something, and they all benefit us, okay? All right. So we did some gentle standing. Now, let's go back down to the floor. And I'm going to take you via down dog. So just nice in-breath. And just come down onto your hands and knees at first, okay? And we'll do something else for a couple of minutes that's really beneficial. It's baby cobra. So I'm going to have you lower onto your tummy. Now, if you're on a hard floor, you may want a blanket under you, under your upper body, torso, or under your pelvis, okay? Because you really want to be comfortable. So I'm going to kind of rock my pelvis, release, stretch my legs apart. My feet are turned out, wherever's comfortable. Then you stack your forearms like so. I better time it or I'll just enjoy this too much. And then you rest your forehead on your forearms so that your neck is relaxed, okay? You don't turn your head to the side, otherwise you're favoring and one side or the other. We don't want that. We want each side to get equal opportunity. So bring your arms forward enough. If that doesn't work, use a block or blanket. But if you have shoulder issues. But the idea is to do this gentle back bend. It's the most gentle back bend there is. And if you have any low back twinges, this is great. Just find a space to do this. If you have anyone, friend, family, neighbor, whoever says, oh, my low back, tell them to do this, okay? And just rest. You're going to be here a few minutes more. Breathe and let go. How you doing? So that's a couple of minutes. I encourage you to stay here. I'm going to time it for another 2 minutes, okay? You should do this at least five minutes. So however you want to time yourself, or just go for it, but 5 minutes is really, really wonderful. We're going to do 4 today, but I know sometimes it's hard to carve out a swath of time for ourselves, and we just say, oh, I was going to, but there's then that. Well, we let things interrupt. But I would encourage, a little sweaty here, I would encourage you to find those things that you won't allow to be corrupted. Or take a look at why you're allowing that. Sometimes the things that are really good for us, if we don't enjoy them yet, we avoid them or we find reasons to not do them. And I say they're excuses, not reasons. Okay, and I think what's important, it was important for me, and I remind myself that I have reasons to do this, not reasons not to. There really is no excuse not to. Okay, so when you're ready, that's almost 4 minutes. Okay, when you're ready, or you can stay there a little longer. When you're going to come out very gently. I'm just going to have you roll over onto your back. Oh yeah. So remember, pose, counter pose. We do one thing and then we do the opposite. We do the right and then we do the left. We do a forward bend, we do a gentle back bend. We do a twist and then we do an lengthening. It's all about balance. And our body is built to be healthy and balanced. So now that we're here, what's going to feel good to me, I'm just going to do is kind of roll from side to side. I'm going to take my feet apart so they're on the opposite sides of my mat. And I'm just going to so right on that low back, I'm just going to rock and breathe from side to side. It feels so good. So the best reason to do any of this is because it's so good for you and you'll feel better. And you'll feel really like, I did that. Half an hour, you feel so much better for doing something good for yourself. Okay? All right, come back to center. Big, 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 big circles. Oh, that feels so good. And I'm hearing a little clicking, and my one side's asking for a little more. It just feels great. I'm going to do maybe a couple more on this direction. And then the other direction. Breathe. So it's like stirring. Nice, slow. I can feel myself cooling down. Do you feel yourself cooling down? Yeah, because we're coming into the moon energy, which is cool. It's cooler. Okay? So we moon and then the sun, and now we come back into the moon. Okay? So let's let me just check and make sure we have time. Oh, perfect. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. Stretch your legs up. Arms overhead. Take a big inhale and exhale. Give yourself a big hug. Inhale, open, extend, expand your fingertips, tips of your toes. Exhale, close, fold, empty. So again, this is a cooling, soothing movement. You're gently moving the energy, the prana. Okay. Oh yeah. Ah, that's great. And my last one, and a big hug. Okay, is there something else you need to do? I'm going to do a very brief finishing twist, okay? It's up to you. I'm going to just come over and across with both knees. Keep that right shoulder down. It's very similar to what we did in the beginning. I'm still tight on my right side. That's okay. It's talking to me today. So I'm going to be here like, let's say 5 deep breaths. So if you always do the same twist at the end, maybe mix it up. Okay. We do get comfortable, and it's okay, but we need to mix it up and do things that are a little uncomfortable. Not stressful or painful, but uncomfortable. There's a difference. It's sort of like life. I'm just going to alternate to the other side. Okay, remember to bring the hips over. Feel the alignment. So you're turning at a spiral. When you're done with the twist, guess what? Shavasana. Yes, you get to do relaxation. Yay. So I don't, but you do. Okay. So perfect timing. Okay. So stretch out. Use whatever props. Use that bolster, maybe blanket. I don't think you have to cover yourself. I don't think it's cool. But definitely get comfortable in Shavasana. And then I'll be back with the fez. Okay. See you in a few minutes. That's the fastest 5 minutes, wasn't it? Well, if you don't have to, you just stay in this nice deep shavasana, cooling down. I get it. I feel much better myself. I'm cooling down here. But if you have to transition like I do to the next thing, that's okay too. Just let the chime resonate. Bring you back gently to the breath, to this moment. It's a few deep breaths, a little stretch here, wiggle there. Always take your time. Even if you're on your own, take your time transitioning. It comes with you. Your body is still doing all those miraculous things that it does. Your metabolism is still going, yeah, and your system is still integrating everything you did. And if you're so inclined, you can turn onto your side, rest in a fetal position, and I'll share Hafez. I may have forgotten last week to post the poems from last week, but I'll do them all this next week. Sorry about that. It's been a little hectic. This is short and sweet and beautiful as always, and this is called Your Beautiful Parched Holy Mouth. A poet is someone who can pour light into a spoon, then raise it to nourish your beautiful, parched, holy mouth. And isn't that exactly what Hafez does? Or maybe you have a favorite poet. Okay? So maybe read a poem today. Read something beautiful. Read something nourishing. And if you're inclined, join me once more. I honor the place in you in which the entire universe dwells. I honor the place in you which is of love, of peace, of light, and of truth. When you are in that place in you, and I am in that place in me, we are one. Namaste. Om Shanti and blessings. So shall we see what the angels have in store for us today? Okay, I'm going to take the heart card first. I'll take the angel card. Oh, good. Okay. The angel card is play. Wow. I mean, when's the last time we played and just laughed with like kids laugh when they play? And this one, you have a big heart, and you do. You're here. You have a big heart, and go play and share it. And I'll see you soon, I hope. Remember, these regular sessions will be irregular starting September, but we'll stay in touch and we'll stay tuned. But for now, I'm saying bye-bye. I'll see you Thursday, I hope. Comment. Miss you. Bye.